Hey yarn friends, welcome back to LlamaMamaKayla's Yarn Tube. Thanks for joining me today. And Phoebe's like, oh yes, it's time. She's so funny. When I got the camera out and setting it up, she was just so excited and hyper. She was running all over my desk from this way and just crazy. And so I took her down and let her run around for a little bit. And then she wanted back up here. And so I put her back up here and she laid down. She finally laid down in the bed. But as soon as I started talking just now, she popped back up. Yes, I totally messed up in December. And if you did not watch the December vlogs, I got a yarn baggie every day for Advent. And Phoebe got a little baggie too with a TREAT. And she thinks that's supposed to continue every time I turn the camera on and set up my lights and start talking. She's expecting her TREAT. So I did that to myself, totally. Okay, so today's video is about goals. So first, I would like to read this to you. A dream written down on a date becomes a goal. A goal broken down into steps becomes a plan. A plan backed by action becomes reality. So I don't want to just throw a bunch of goals out there. I want to actually name some things that I can make a reality. And actually, I really teetered back and forth trying to decide whether to do a goal video or not. I almost did not do any goals and just go with the flow, because I'm a fly by the seat of my pants girl anyway. And so you never know what I'm going to do from one day to the next. And just because I have it wrote down that I'm going to do this doesn't mean that I'm actually going to do it. And I'm, woman enough to admit that about myself. So, but anyway, I do have some things I want to accomplish this year. By no set dates. Phoebe, get back over here on your side. By no set dates, just, well, I guess the fair items are by a certain date. They have to be done before the fair gets here. Phoebe, come on, baby, get over here on your side, and you can just lay down because I'm trying to give her a piece of dog food, and she's like, woman, you can't trick me. Okay, so my number one goal, if you want to call it that, for this year is to put out the best content and videos that I possibly can for you guys. I want my videos to be worthwhile for you to watch. I realize there's tons of YouTubers out there you could be watching, and I appreciate you clicking on my video to watch it, and I don't want to waste your time. I want my video to be something that you get. I want it to be a video that you get something from it. I want my video to be something you enjoy watching. I want my videos to be good quality videos. I don't want to just record videos that are, with a dog running back and forth and stuff like that. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about her. But anyway, I do want my videos to be, worthwhile. I want them to have meaning and something you enjoy watching. Whether it's the back of Phoebe's head or me showing projects or what. Get over here, girly. Get over here. Oh my goodness. She is so spoiled. But anyway, so I will continue to put out videos of finished projects. I'm now set up. I have my camera and some lights. Dakota even got me some. Oh, there goes my coffee. Phoebe, no, I don't need you. Stick at your tummy. Okay, so Dakota got me some lights to help with filming and such, and so that will be very helpful. And so I am going to just, okay, let me say this. I've had people to ask me to just record when I go to make a project. And at the time, I didn't have any way to do that. My phone only records for so long and it cuts off or overheats or such. And plus setting it up to record what I'm doing was very difficult and horrible. And so, but I now have a camera set up on a bar across my desk here, and I have some lights. I have 3 different lights here. So, that's what I plan to do, is when I start to make a project, to just turn on, unless it's someone else's pattern. I'm not going to record if I'm making someone's pattern. But, I just plan to record if I'm making it up on my own. No, Phoebes. No, Phoebe. I'm just going to put her down and she'll probably cry. Okay, so, you know, I don't know how often that's going to be. Once, twice a week, you know, just whatever. The thing about those also is that I have to learn editing skills. I do have some projects recorded that need to be edited, but Dakota has been my main editing person, and I need to learn those skills myself, so I'm not bothering him on his day off, or he comes in after a long day of work and I'm bothering him to edit my video. I'm sure that's the first thing he wants to do when he gets home from work. So I've got to learn those editing skills, and so I'm started doing it, and I'm just real uneasy about it and just scared I'm gonna mess it up. But anyway, so, and then I'll have videos with my wilts that are going on, and I want to do reviews of yarn. I've done some of those, and I'm going to do reviews of looms. I have a large range of looms that I would like to do reviews on. I would love to get more Cindywood looms and do reviews on them. I love the few little Cindywood looms that I have. I would love to get a big X loom, the 1/2-inch gauge X loom. And the reason why I want that one is because you can use a single strand of number 4 yarn on it. So if I ever get that loom, I will be doing reviews. And then I'm going to do some vlog days. Maybe on Saturdays or something, I'll just have vlog days. I'll also continue with the mystery blanket loom along. And I don't know if you caught my other video on that, but I was going to try to get that project finished by September. My husband was sitting here with me the other night, and we were talking about different things just going on with YouTube, the channel, my projects, just everything. He probably didn't care. He was just, you know, halfway listening to me as I was talking, probably. But he did hear this, and he did say, don't do that to yourself. You know, you have all these other blankets you're wanting to finish for the fair also, so you're not going to be able to do them all. And, you know, he was right. And so he told me to keep working on this blanket, but make it a project for a goal for next year's fair, not 2020, 2021. So he's right, because I do have some other blankets and projects and just a ton of other things that I'm working on, that if I only work on this, I'll only have that one project. And so it's best to work on it a little along this whole year and have it finished by September of 2021. So that's much more doable, and that takes the stress off of having to do that so quickly. But I will continue to do the videos every Sunday, Monday, and, you know, introduce the next row. And so eventually all the rows will get out there, but I'll still be working on my blanket. So, you know, and if you haven't ever, you know, joined in the mystery blanket loom along, you can jump in there anytime. It's a work at your pace blanket, as I'm saying right here. I'm working at my own pace. You work at your own pace. Okay, and then I'll continue with the yarn bingo. That's been a big hit. Lots of people love that, and so I'll continue with that for sure. Okay, and I would love to continue with the yarn swaps, except unfortunately there was a good amount of people who did not follow through and kind of ruined the fun and made it sad for me. And I just am not at a place where I can step up, and if 7 people decide not to send a package, that I can replace those 7 packages. The only way I could possibly do that is if we charged to join the yarn swap, the Happy Mail yarn swap. And I really don't want to do that. I don't want to deal with the hassle of payments and stuff like that. I mean, it's not that I would make any money off of it or anything like that. I don't want that. It's just that money would go to replace packages that did not make it or did not get sent. But yet, I just don't want to be held responsible for the money part of it. I don't know. I just want to keep it simple. Simple is my middle name, okay? All right, so I've already mentioned that I was going to record while watching, and I need to learn more editing. And the fair projects, I can't remember how many fair projects I entered this last time. It was either 23 or 24, and I would like to enter more than that. I would like to maybe even reach 30 or more projects. And the thing about that is, last year all my projects were loom knitted. I think I might have had 3 or 4 that might have been painted projects, or not loom knitted projects, let's say that. And the rest were loom knitted projects, so about 20 were. So this year I'm new to crochet, and so I plan to crochet projects for the fair also. So won't that be fun? And so I can enter knitted items and crocheted items, and they're different categories. And also I might get my sewing machine out and sew a little bit too. So you just never know how many items I might enter into the fair. But that's just fun to do, and so I'll probably just try to enter as much as I can. Also, one thing I'm doing to help myself out is that no, Phoebe, I do have some projects that did get kind of pushed to the side back when it was time to gear up for the fair, and I pushed some projects to the side, and then they just have been hanging out somewhere, taking a nap. And so I went through and looked at some of my long-term projects that's going to take a little longer, and I wrote them down on index cards or either post-it notes, and I stuck them on my cabinet door here. Now, this cabinet has yarn in it. It used to be our homeschool cabinet, and I'd always tape things on the door for the kids to learn, different things like that. So that door has had lots and lots of tape on it before, and it just peels right up. So I put some cards up there listing some projects and blankets that I have that's going to, be long-term projects, and that, I can work on. Sometimes, if I work on a project for a long time, then I get bored with it. So I have to put it away and work on some smaller projects at times. So I put those on the door, so if they're in a bag and they're put away, they're out of mind, out of sight. So I put them on the door so I can see, oh yeah, I was going to make that 12 square blanket on the loom. And then I even wrote the 12 squares so that I can mark that off. When I finish a square, I can color it in or something, so I'll, be able to look at it and know how many more I've got. And then I've got the nativity set that I want to do this year. We've already done the angel. I filmed it and have it up. And so the next is going to be a pregnant Mary. And so I have that up there. And so as I finish recording and get a video out, I can write that up there and mark it off and all that until I get the whole nativity set done. And I have poor Elijah's blanket that's been up there but it's been in a work in progress for a good long time. And I'm going to get that out and just knock that blanket out for you. And I have Jody's blanket that I just started in October, but then I had ran out of the yarn and couldn't find the yarn for it. Then I went to Shreveport, found the yarn, but then the blanket just got put to the back because I was trying to finish up some Christmas items and things like that. So now it's, new year, new me. I'm going to pull it back out and get that finished up because it won't take much. It's actually a crochet blanket, and it's my first crochet project, but not my first crochet completed project. And then I have a loom knit buffalo plaid blanket going on. And so I put the card up here on that and drew off the squares so I can mark them off as I get them done. And I have the mystery blanket up there too, so I can mark off the rows as I get them completed. So, yeah, I'm just going to continue to work on my projects. No special dates except for I need to have, plenty of things done by the time the fair rolls around so I can enter my fair items. And our fair comes late September, I believe. So I'd like to be finished sometime early September. So I'm not rushing the last week trying to get things finished. Although this past year, I just kept thinking of other things to make. And I just done it to myself. So anyway. But that's my goals, if you want to call it goals or a plan or my plan of action for reality. I don't know. But mainly I just want to enjoy YouTube, enjoy you guys, and enjoy my projects. That's my main goal for the year, is to have fun doing what I love doing. And that's hanging out with y'all and working on some projects. And we maybe even do some live videos soon. Someone in my family said they would help me do some live videos. And so I'm going to hold him to that and see that we do it. So that'll be coming up soon, hopefully. Let him get used to his new schedule and we'll see what happens with that. But anyway, yeah, I just have lots of things planned for content for you guys. And I hope it's content that you enjoy. I hope you give me some feedback. I might have some things at times where I ask you to give me ideas for a project and then go through and pick one. And that'll be my project I do that week. So, you never know what's going to happen because I never know what's going to happen. I don't even know what I'm doing today. Much less what I'm doing tomorrow. So we'll just see what happens. I do have my, some ideas sketched out, but I'm liable to change it anytime. So I don't want to lock myself into certain items and dates and times and stuff like that. Especially with my health, I never know how I'm going to wake up from day to day, certainly. So anyway, I hope you'll enjoy. I hope that you will all continue to come back in 2020 and watch my videos and converse with me and just have a good time. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all again very, very soon. Have a blessed day.